Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Gotta Love Cottage Semsker, and today I'm bringing you guys my first Q&A. This is going to be a pretty awesome video. I got awesome gameplay in the background. I was on my ringer just fucking around with some friends, and these kids were like top page. We got a match or whatever, and we just were fucking around, and I ended up getting this gameplay. So I hope you enjoy that. It should be pretty entertaining. So while that's in the background, let's get right into these questions. The first question I have from you guys, these comments, by the way, were all on my Q&A question mark video when I was asking you guys whether or not I should make a video like this. And I asked you guys to comment in the comments of that video, and yeah, there I am looking through them right now. And the first question is from Luke Remans. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Q&A, can I play you even when I'm in Europe? Now, technically, you could play me, like if we're just fucking around on PS4 or something. Not in a GB match. In GB, they separate the EU players and the US players. And you can't play like a ladder match together because the connection sucks basically if you're playing like across the world, and there'll just be fucking disputes after disputes after disputes, and it will not work out too well. Plus there's like different like rules and stuff that EU players have. One of them has like they have to do like a certain like fucking internet like test or something. I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe EU guys can tell me, but I heard that they have to do like a bunch of other stuff before they start the match, and some of their rules are different. Hey, I have no idea how it really works. I've never played in the EU, but that's that. I can't really play with you on Gamebattles or UMG since they separate the two ladders. The next question comes from Tater8498. Q&A, why are you such a fuckboy? Well, you see, my friend, this is because you have an A+ in the current class that you're taking. The current course you're taking is Faggotry 2. The textbook will be provided, and you are doing very, very well in this class. I would strongly recommend to prepare for the exam next week, and hopefully you can do well on that exam. The next question comes from Polaroid, and this is a really good question. I have a question. Why do you try to be like LaSnuggie so much? Now, this is a fucking good question, and I'm kind of happy you brought this up, because I was thinking about making a video on it, just like talking about inspiration and shit. But Snuggie, dude, he, in my opinion, is the greatest Gamebattles YouTuber of all time. He quit like a year ago, and when Ghost came out and shit, he fucking hated the game. If you guys have been watching like competitive Call of Duty for a while, you probably know who he was. He was like probably the biggest Gamebattles commentator out there, and he was fucking hilarious. He made like extremely funny stories and all these commentaries, and I've been watching him since like Black Ops 1 days, and his videos are just the fucking best. And that's just basically how I got my inspiration to do all this stuff on YouTube for Gamebattles. So that's pretty much where I get like my personality from. It's just from watching him over the years and stuff, and I've developed that. And it's really a fucking shame that he doesn't post anymore. He was hilarious. I honestly, every once in a while I'll go back and just fucking watch some of his old ass videos, like his MW3 commentaries. Like, oh my god, I would be literally rolling in fucking, like, oh my god, it's so funny. But yeah, that's pretty much the answer, man. Inspiration, Snuggie's the fucking GOAT. Alright, so the next question I have comes from SFA Hernandez. Q&A, top 5 comp players, and do you have a team? Now, these are some very, very, very solid questions. My top 5, I would have to say probably Crimsix. I think Crimsix is the best in the game. He is honestly a fucking beast. I would say Crimsix is probably number 1, and then probably number 2 would have to be Scump as far as slaying and just overall clutchness. 3, I would say Fizzerp. Fizzerp is a fucking savage. So underrated, man. Just go watch Fizzerp's streams and shit. I used to love watching his ghosts, like SND, like tournaments with Killa and stuff. That stuff was fucking priceless. And yeah, so that Physic would probably be number 3. Number 4 would probably be FaZe Aches. He's always been really good, especially on Black Ops 2. That's when he was just on another level. He was phenomenal. And then number 5, a realistic number 5 is probably Karma. And if you want to know probably the best like I've ever seen anyone play ever on any game, it'd probably be the MW2 Fear Moho, which is just like Fear just absolutely dominated MW2 like that. It wasn't even a competition. It was just Fear. It was basically Fear and Envy. They just won every single tournament just back to back to back. It was just nuts. Back when like fucking all the old timers used to play, like when Big Timer was in the game still. Hastro was actually playing. He wasn't a fucking coach or anything at the time. And you know, those were the fucking days, man. That's when Call of Duty was in its prime. But anyways, yeah, to your second part of your question, do you have a team? This is a great question. I don't have like an official like 4-man squad that I run with every fucking day. It's not like that. I have a team on Gamebattles, and we just fucking play whoever's on. I got like fucking 10 kids on that roster, and whoever's on, we pretty much just play. And yeah, there's no really like organized team, I guess. And you know, I'm not gonna play with the same kids because I in my opinion, will get boring. And you know, I've addressed this once. I'll address it again. Competitive Call of Duty is not like my #1 priority. YouTube is. You guys, like, that is like my #1 thing. I could do YouTube, and I could not play competitive Call of Duty. I could quit right now and I would still be so fucking happy, and I would just keep doing YouTube. Of course I fucking love competitive Call of Duty, and I think it's a huge growing industry, and just the community is just fucking multiplying by the numbers. It's just crazy. And you know, I want to see esports grow a lot, and if you know, it's gonna be at the fucking Olympics. I heard in like 2020 or like 2016 or something crazy. There's gonna be fucking League of Legends at the Olympics, so that's gonna be intense. But yeah. So do you have a team? I don't have a team. Gamerboy Jerome 24 asks, Q&A, can you do a shout out Sunday or Monday? I've seen a few people do that, and I don't really know exactly how it works. If I had to guess, it's probably you just randomly shout out people that comment on your videos. I mean, I could if you guys really wanted that. You're the first person to suggest that. If you want that, if you guys want that, just leave a comment. I mean, I'm totally down to do whatever the fuck you guys want. And that's that. I mean, I guess I can. Sure, why not? Prodigal Taz asks, what's up, Semskier? When did you first get into competitive, and what COD? My first ever competitive Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2. In my opinion, that's the greatest Call of Duty of all time as far as competitive goes. I know I'll be crucified on a fucking cross for not saying Black Ops 2 is the best, but hey, that's just my fucking opinion. And yeah, I did not necessarily like play all the time on that game. That was like the game I really like fucking started on, like made my first Gamebattles account. I remember just fucking sitting there playing with like, man, it's so fucking amazing. If you guys go to my old channel, okay, the link is in the description of all my videos. You guys will see like my Facebook, my Twitter and stuff. There's my old channel. You guys should really go check that out. There's some like legendary videos that were uploaded to that channel, and that was like where all of my like groundwork for YouTube was. And then I made this channel, and when I actually had a clue of what I was doing, and it's fucking blown the fuck up, especially in this past like month and since 2015 started, and I really appreciate that. But anyways, yeah, if you guys go back and sort the videos on that old channel to the oldest, and you can look at way back like 4 or 5 years ago, you'll see some of the videos. It was MW2 GB's up, you know. I remember just playing on just fucking, what was the map, Quarry. I just fucking running around with Scar H, and just, you know, it was so much fun, man. That MW2, in my opinion, is the greatest competitive Call of Duty of all time. And, you know, there's no like limitations of what you could use on that game. You could do successful with so many guns. You know, you could use the fucking FAMAS, you could use the ACR, you could use the UMP, you could use the fucking MP5 if you really wanted to and melt kids at close range. Would you lose to an UMP? Of course you would. But you know, M16 was usable. Like all these guns, man, like you don't see that anymore nowadays. If you try to do that on, like, let's say you try to use the fucking SN6 or some retarded submachine gun on Advanced Warfare, you're gonna get destroyed. You can't compete with anything else except for the Battle and the ASM-1 and maybe an IMR for your host. That's really it. And then you know, Ghost was just Vector and Remington and Tar for a little bit. And you know, all these games you have to use these certain guns, and that drives me nuts. I love being versatile, as Fizzerp would say, and using all these other guns, and that's one of my favorite things about MW2. But that's when I really first got into competitive, and I started playing like a lot, like making competitive my primary focus in Black Ops 2, and that's when things really started to pick up. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I apologize if I did not get to your questions. There are some that I have not answered, and they will be answered in a following episode. So I do apologize if it wasn't answered. Keep asking your questions. Leave them in the comments of this video or tweet them at me. Whatever the hell you guys want to do. Either way, I will answer these in an upcoming video. I'll do a sequel to this, and that'll be that. So, if you guys did enjoy and you made it this far, like would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Peace.